topic for a fair sample. Examiner, do you think that the government should control what people do in terms of their own health? Well, I'm not sure. I think the government should stop the smokers. Maybe they can just smoke in a place for smokers only, not smoking in the street or near children or near the public. I also think that alcohol shouldn't be drunk in the street. Perhaps the government could introduce a law against this too. They should also try to limit how much people drink and say you can only drink 3 drinks a day. Okay, but I think people should choose how much they exercise or what they eat though. But some people are unhealthy, it's fine, but it's not okay to make other people unhealthy for this. Do you think that the government should control what people do in terms of their own health? In some respects, yes. The government, I think, has a duty to protect wider society. So any activity which harms other people should have restrictions. Take for example the issue of smoking. This habit can pose a real threat to those around the smoker, the passive smokers. So this needs to be restricted, and in many countries I think it is. But there are some activities which are perhaps thornier issues. Obesity can be a real problem in some society, yet this does not harm anyone else. So, in my view, you have to let people get on with it and not interfere. I don't think there are any quick fixes for these kind of problems anyway. I mean, even if we were to raise taxes on unhealthy food, I don't think this would stop people from eating it. Two, medical advances. Speaker, I can't imagine what the world would be without painkillers. They use so much these days for things like headaches all the way through to post-operative treatments. I suppose people would put up with things a lot more because they not want to have operations or medical procedures that might hurt. I imagine we'd be using more natural pain relievers too, like acupuncture. In the next 50 years, well, I think we might have cures for many of the disease, for many for many of disease that exist today, and hopefully ones like polio and malaria might be a thing of the past. With the progress made in vaccinations, I see that as a very real possibility. It would be a very bleak place, in my opinion, if we didn't have these essential medical services. We probably see people suffering just out on the street. This would be a very difficult sight. Also, there would probably be a much shorter life expectancy for everyone. Yes, I think that might well happen. Life expectancy has risen and risen up to now, and I see no reason why that wouldn't continue. In the early 20th century, it was probably common for people to live to about 60, but now in many countries, it's the norm for people to live into the 80s.